Hello, hello, and welcome back. I am Zoronden, and you are tuned in to some more fan-cast Starcraft 2 games. I already said my name. Ha! Okay, let's check out today's combatants here on Daybreak. In the bottom left corner is going to be the red Protoss, SG's Mr. Monday. And in the top right corner, the blue Protoss, mnmlover. I guess he likes M&Ms. mnmlover. Yeah. Alrighty. Obviously, it is going to be a PvP match. So let's see how these two guys go head to head. And if I remember right, I believe this is Platinum. I'm going to go and double check here as the game ramps up. Both players have thrown down their pylons and are scouting out the map. So, again, mirroring each other, the probes aren't going to cross each other's paths. They're going to take the alternate route and see where they go with that. Last I cast Mr. Monday, he was actually Bronze League, so I thought he was a little higher than that, but that's okay. I always enjoy doing the lower leagues. It is a little less normal. It's hard to necessarily call what they're doing, but that can sometimes be fun and refreshing. It's interesting to see a little bit of scramble going on. Mr. Monday a little behind. mnmlover there with his warp gate. I want to call it a barracks. I've been doing a lot of Terran games today. Either way, both players still pretty much mirroring each other. Mr. Monday just a little bit behind. And needs to get those probes back to work. I'm not really sure what he's doing there. There he finally gets his gas going. Unfortunately, mnmlover already has his up. And there's actually two mnmlover probes down here. I'm not really sure why he decided to bring two down. It's definitely causing some concern by Mr. Monday going on here. He's obviously pursuing them. And quite a few get the surround there and knock him out. So two probes lost by mnmlover. Mr. Monday did indeed lose one himself. But just some odd play again by the lower leagues here. And just some interesting play. We'll keep an eye on what they're doing. Do have a cyber court going up for mnmlover. Obviously, that is pretty much a normal play as well. A nice pylon here, going to prevent the Artosis pylon there. You never want to do that. Obviously, that is occurring here for mnmlover, but it is still pretty early. They're only each having two pylons at the moment. So, again, just something to keep an eye on. Do have a probe finally going across for Mr. Monday. He's going to scout out mnmlover, obviously. No wall off here by mnmlover, so he's going to get in quite easily. Nice to see that going down on the warp gate there. Oh my gosh. Nice to see warp gate research getting chrono boosted on the cybernetics core there. Mouthful. Either way, a little bit of a proxy pylon going down for Mr. Monday. I do like seeing that. He's going to need a few more warp gates to do that, and obviously warp gate research as well. But he is planning for the future. Probe production is continuing, of course. He's not saturated yet. mnmlover is not yet working on a second gas. That is probably a mistake by him, to be honest. He is popping up 3 more gateways, though. That is nice. He's going to have 4 gateways very soon. And his warp gate research is considerably ahead of Mr. Monday. And he's been chrono boosting that. I do not think Mr. Monday has been chrono boosting his warp gate research, unfortunately. And a second proxy pylon going down as well. Not a bad call. Oftentimes one proxy will be found, so the second one is nice. And a Twilight Council. We might be seeing some high-tech research going down here for Mr. Monday. We'll need to keep an eye on that. Obviously a forge as well, so some cannons or some upgrades or both. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed that, but there's a little spinning thing here with holographic displays, and I'm noticing a Zergling here. But there's another unit that comes up. Oh, and that that probe got killed off quite easily. And like there's a DNA strand there. I'm not sure. Either way, mnmlover coming in with 6 stalkers here, or 5 stalkers rather. Going to try and do an attack, and obviously Mr. Monday only sitting on 3 stalkers is going to have some issues here. He's working on Blink, as well as 1 weapons. Warp Gate is now processing. Unfortunately, his Warp Gate was Itosis Pylon. He's going to bring in quite a few probes. That's going to chase mnmlover off for now. He does not have Blink. But he's going to move on back in here. Going to start working on that Warp Gate, or that Gateway, I guess it still is. A new gateway up for Mr. Monday. He's going to need to convert that to a Warp Gate. That way he can start pumping out some Stalkers or Zealots to reinforce this battle here that he is losing. This micro those guys out of there. Probably going to need probes again. And here they come. Massive army moving in. Is going to push mnmlover off for the moment. He's going to want to pull those probes back. He's going to lose quite a few probes here again. There they go, pulling back again. And very much needs to get warping in some units here so they can stop pulling the probes off the line. And we now notice mnmlover has a proxy pylon over here as well. And it seems that mnmlover is going to stop his harassing. He's going to grab an expansion, and if he kept that harassment going, he very much might have won the game. He was starting to take out quite a few probes every time Mr. Monday had to pull that probe line off. So unfortunately, he's going to stop the harass and allow Mr. Monday to recover, which could become dangerous for Mr. mnmlover. And a plethora of new buildings coming down for Mr. Monday. 2 gateways, 3 pylons. Obviously wanting to replace the few that he lost. And he had quite a few minerals there from that combat where he wasn't spending too much. He was still spending a decent amount, obviously trying to get a gateway up and new units for the defense as well. And some more units coming in for mnmlover. He's also finishing off a robotics facility. We might be seeing an Immortal or some Colossi come out for him. Would expect an Observer first, and indeed there it is. Most players prefer to build that Observer first. It isn't always necessary for you to do that. Oftentimes you can get out that Immortal first and have a nice powerful unit on the field, and potentially even poke out with that and do the scouting through an attack. And obviously the OBS build so quick, you can build that Immortal and then pop an OBS out pretty quick. So it isn't always necessary to get that OBS first, and just consider that in your play, and it can change some things up. Obviously though, most players are more comfortable when they've scouted out their enemy, and that is why we see an OBS first so many times out of players. A little attack coming down here by Mr. Monday. These few Zealots aren't going to be able to do too much. Force Field did trap them in there. And actually, they did manage to kill off that pylon, so the attack not completely worthless. As mnmlover is going to have to rebuild that pylon. We're going to have an unpowered robotics bay for just a little bit. He's starting to put some workers down there. Neither base, though, saturated this time. In fact, Mr. Monday's not quite saturated either down here. But he is getting quite a sizable Stalker army at this time. Looking at about 13 Stalkers sitting there. Let's check out that unit tab. Indeed, it is 13 versus 3 Zealots, 6 Stalkers. Actually, if Mr. Monday were to attack right now, he could win this game, catch mnmlover off guard. mnmlover has been teching too much, and frankly is down units at this time. He does have a Colossus on the way, but we're going to need to see that extended thermal lance come out by him, and it isn't even a started research yet. That Zealot's going to go down quite easily. Not really getting any information or damage done by Mr. Monday through that. A couple more Stalkers coming in. Obviously, this OBS by mnmlover is seeing the entire field of play here. He's going to know that these Stalkers are moving out. And if I were him, I would start producing lots of Zealots or cannons or something, as he is going to be facing a mass amount of Blink Stalkers very soon. The OBS is going to move out and try and find wherever they went, and I hit the wrong button there. Bring the HUD back up. And the Stalkers are going to sit at this proxy pylon for a second. I think he warped in a few more Stalkers there. Indeed, he is now sitting at 20 Stalkers. They're going to take out this destructible debris very quickly. It'll allow them to have a little more field movement. Unfortunately, he probably could have just gone up the ramp and been fine, but he doesn't necessarily know that. He doesn't have top ground vision here. Another Stalker moving in. A couple more, actually. And I would expect him to move up here any second now. Unfortunately, the longer he delays, mnmlover is getting more and more units, and the army counts are starting to get more even. Unfortunately, it's still considerably in the lead for Mr. Monday. And here he comes, moving up the ramp, going to catch some Stalkers out of position, blinking in to kill them off quite quickly. And that's going to be a nice little advantage for Mr. Monday, catching those off guard, taking little damage while he killed a few of them. Obviously, the Colossus moving in here, and the blink in, the Colossus goes down super quick. Thermal Lance never going to get to be used by mnmlover, and honestly, that is it. The army for mnmlover is gone. He's got a few Stalkers up high ground. They're not going to win against this many Stalkers, especially with that blink in. They are trapped. mnmlover forced to call the GG. Again, I want to thank Mr. Monday for sending in this game. He and the SG guys have always been good fans of mine, sending in quite a few games. Not as many as of late, but I do like getting any replays from the SG guys. So feel free to send those in. Again, and if any of you want to see a replay casted by me, Heart of the Swarm or Wings of Liberty, send that to Zoronden@gmail.com. Try to keep it under 35 minutes. Tell me your league play, and tell me if it's Heart of the Swarm or Wings of Liberty. Either way, guys, thanks for sending those in. Thanks for watching. Please do thumbs up and subscribe to see more StarCraft 2 content. Once again, I'm Zoronden, and I'll catch you on the other side.